Hey, it's Gage, and welcome to my stage. I know it's been a while, and, well, that's because after my phone fell into the water, I got it working by the rice trick. Turns out a small little piece of fluff got stuck in my USB port, and so while the phone could charge, it could not register the computer because the computer would hit the fluff and then ended up not recognizing the device. To which I looked into the port one day. That's how I found out it was full of fluff. Well, two things of fluff. And I looked in there and I was like, I wonder if that could be the problem. So I went on Google, did myself a little Google search, and was like, hey, problems with my Blue Energy USB, da-da-da-da. Sure enough, the first thing that came up was that if anything wrong with the pins of the phone itself, or if there's any debris stuck inside the USB of the phone, then, well, it's not going to work. It might still be able to charge your phone, but like I said earlier, it won't be recognized. And so that's why I'm actually here today, because I can finally drag and drop my files onto my computer without having to go through Bluetooth, which for some reason is more annoying than it should be. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is a vlog to show you everything about what has happened. Like, for instance, the fact that I'm not in my room anymore. Where am I? We did another video of this location. Can you say which one? If you said the paranormal video, then congratulations. If you didn't, then that means you're not watching all my videos, and that's okay, but you should probably watch them all to support them. Just saying. Well, I think that's about everything I wanted to tell you guys, so without further ado, let's get on to the show! And well, here it is for now. Our fish room. Well, this isn't everyone. There's no one in that tub over there, by the way. It's a holding tub for when I cleaned that tank yesterday. I haven't emptied the water out yet because I don't want to do it now. The drain's like 5 feet away, and I'm just gonna leave the water sitting for a little bit, not too long, so don't worry, but yeah. Anyway, Paradox over there, Shelly's in the vivarium. Who are those guys over there? Well, we'll see right after we go and visit our other friends outside. Out here we got the goldfish and our corridors with our African dwarf frogs, along with our two fan favorite, Rosalind and Penelope. They're doing great, though their glass is pretty foggy. They probably want to come out and play. Solar light from the vivarium. We had to get new batteries for all the touch lights, but Jordan, Satoshi, Amane's is small, Blackmore, and we got Haley, Satoshi, Amane there behind the temperature gauge, and big old Jordan, and they're doing great. We also got our two black nearite snails going on in there. In the Corey's tank, we have 4 albinos and 2 emeralds. No frogs out today. They all hid because of the light. They like it more dark, but they're in there. You can see one of them there in the back. And here we have our 29-gallon on its very own table. Now this was kind of a challenge to move, being as it's such a big tank and all. But the biggest challenge was the fact that afterwards, as I said earlier in the video, one of the grommies sitting there behind the coral. What I said earlier is that there was a huge algae scare. Like, we had an algae spike, like a month back. Took care of it, got rid of, the algae. And then the tank was fine for a while. But then after the move, I think it was the rock here that did it in. I didn't clean off all the algae. I thought it was going to be fine. A little bit of a bio load. It was all good. And wow, Bert. Wait, no, you're Ernie. Ernie has the bigger fins. Bert has the smaller fins. He's just chilling back there. He's such a cootie. None of my coolies are out to play today. That's okay. I saw them last night before I went to bed. They were hanging out over here by the coral. But ever since I put the sand in there, my repayment is, well, them hiding from me. But considering every time I deconstruct the tank, I find all 5 coolies. That's all that I'm really concerned about. Oh, and our barbs. I don't know whether or not I want to name them Barb and Abe, or I actually want to name them Abe and his wife's actual name, and I forgot to look it up before this video. Now it's not Martha. Martha! Oh, there's the 29. Here we have the vivarium. One on the glass there, and there's one on the tree leaf right there. One up there. And I can't seem to find the other 2. Though it's not that big of a deal, so long as I find most of them, then I'm good. I'm not gonna be that kind of dad that's gonna go in there and look for his frogs. Because I know they're in there. Other than those 3 that I can see. Like, clearly those guys are in there. Yeah. They're doing great. Same thing with the Shelleys here. They've really moved around their shells, buried them and whatnot. God, they're such a fun fish to watch. Moving these guys, I honestly did them last because they're the most finicky fish. And by finicky, I meant they cost the most. And so I was really scared to, well, hurt them. So I took like half of their water out. Not even like half, like 3/4 of much of their water. And carried them because I know when shell dwellers get scared, they go inside their shells. I wonder if I can make it happen by blocking the light here. Stop being brave. Well, they're not gonna do it, but usually, oh, that one did. Yeah, see, they've really moved around their shells, buried them and whatnot. God, they're such a fun fish to watch. Moving these guys, I honestly did them last because they're the most finicky fish. And by finicky, I meant they cost the most. And so I was really scared to, well, hurt them. So I took like half of their water out. Not even like half, like 3/4 of much of their water. And carried them because I know when shell dwellers get scared, they go inside their shells. I wonder if I can make it happen by blocking the light here. Stop being brave. Well, they're not gonna do it, but usually, oh, that one did. Yeah, see, they go. Yeah, I'm gonna be feeding everyone here very soon. I decided to shoot before I fed, just so everyone would be more out and about, because, well, they're searching for food. I'm not starving my fish, I swear. I'm not. Everyone's fat and happy. You saw my rats. They're huge. You got our sweet peridot here. I think he's building another bubble nest. As you can see, he started, I don't think I even told you guys, he's had 2 bubble nests so far. 2 of which I've had to take down because he got moved, and then finally moved to this 27-gallon, and he's doing great, even though he's a little butt. We originally had him in our 27-gallon. And, well, we noticed he was bullying our gourami and our barbs. And, well, the boyfriend recommended that maybe we should give him up. And I couldn't do it. I loved our peridot. Usually, when I show up to his tanks, he's usually flaring at me. He kind of had a bonding moment last night where he got really close up to the water, like here, like looking right at me. So I have no idea what that was about. But he's one of our family members. He's peridot. Oh, I scared him. Sorry, peridot. I hit the tub and I scared him. Daddy, sorry. You beautiful fish, you. Like I said, though, he's a butthead. I'm not even joking. Online, they say semi-aggressive. No, all the aggressive. No joke. Like, seriously, he was nipping at my gourami. He was chasing the barbs. But here's the messed up part. As soon as I took peridot out of the water, Ernie, the bigger gourami, started chasing everything else in the tank like, ha! Now I'm the biggest thing in the tank. Ugh. It wind down, though. Now, basically, Ernie's just, you know, top dog, I guess. But peridot, who's only 3 gallons shy of having a full thing of water, it recommends to have 30 gallons for a paradise fish, and I'm still on the lookout for a 30-gallon tub, but I got this 27-gallon filled to the brim, as you can see how it's bowing. Peridot's doing great. Not a whole lot of activity right now. Still got Wallace and Henry the crab. The lighting's not so good in the bedroom. And finally, what I've been waiting to show you guys, our guppy. Now, I'm gonna be really dorky real quick and tell you guys that I named our male guppies the Gups. They're a boy band. There's Pumpkin. Oh, sorry, I got that wrong. Jack, Pumpkin, and yet to be named, I don't really have a name for the yellow one. I was thinking maybe Miles. Miles, Jack, and Pumpkin. And these are their guppy groupies. All 9 of them. Though, that purple one. Oh, and this greenish one are like my 2 favorite. But that's not all. When we went out to get guppies, they had these 3 juveniles sitting in a tank that they got from someone. I still need to get it back for their tank because that wall is thrash. I believe one of them is male, so does my boyfriend. We believe the other 2 are females. But until they start showing more, we are not really going to move them into the adult tank. They're still juvies. But here's the kicker. after we got them home and in their own water, one of them gave birth. I don't know if you guys can actually see these guys. They are so tiny. But they gave birth to 2 beautiful guppies. Guppy babies. Guppy fry. Whatever you want to call them. There's 2 of them in there, I swear. I hope you can see both of them. There's one down there and one up higher. They don't have names yet. Nor do I know who they're gonna join. The males or the females. I had to clean their water though, because this was the juvenile's original tank. And let's just say they did not leave it in a good, reputable manner for their babe. Think before you breed. I'm joking. They're so tiny. Camera can't even focus on you. Those are the guppies. And until we start getting them more established and ready to breed, I won't be giving out any guppies for free or anything. Or selling them. But once we get to that point, be on the lookout for some free fish. Or, you know, a couple cents worth. Well, this is my room. Boyfriend's nightstand. More of my posters. My dagger. The bed. My computer. My Deadpool stuff. More of my hanging stuff. Boyfriend's sweater in the corner there. Walls in the crowd. TV. Nightstand. Shoes. Yep. The only thing I really have to bring down here is my dresser, which we're probably going to put outside in the Psycho Killer area, which is cement, and we need to get carpet to make it look more homey. Not saying if you have cement, you're automatically a serial killer or a psychopath. I'm just saying that there is a pattern, and that pattern is that people who tend to do those things tend to also live in areas either that of which are, you know, very homey, so they don't seem like they're a psychopath. Or they straight up have like a psychopath dungeon. Just saying. Well, yeah. That's my room. And the divider between us and the fish room. Blinded by the light. I moved into the basement. It's an unfinished basement, which means there's only the 2 rooms and the half bath that's actually done. My boyfriend and I are actually going to end up buying some carpeting and some plywood and end up, well, finishing up the rest of the basement, at least as time progresses on. Right now, I'm in what is going to be our closet slash fish room slash my filming area. This small little corner right here is for my YouTube, and my YouTube only, which is why the wall is white. I might end up painting it blue, or, you know, some sort of silhouetting color, because I kind of like the white. I might just keep the white. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, moved all the fish tanks downstairs into the basement, into the opposing room. My room, well, my boyfriend and I's room is right over here. You'll be seeing it in a second. It wasn't that big of actually a challenge to move everything. Got everything into a bucket, brought the bucket downstairs, carried the fish tank downstairs after the bucket, so on and so forth, setting up the tanks again, and then just putting them back in. So, well, here's the kicker. I think everything in my 29 gallons is actually sore with me. I say that because I have taken them out of their tank twice, not like right after another, but it was within enough time that I honestly think they remember. So every time I kept approaching the tanks, they kept scattering. Like, oh no, the tubs again! Because I put them in 27-gallon tubs with their water, with their own waters. I'm not putting them in new water that could accidentally kill them. I funneled their water into a 27-gallon, and then I put them into the 27-gallon, usually with all of their, like, structures inside their tank and their plants and everything. So I always think it's gonna be okay and it's fine. But, like, every time I get them back out of the 27-gallon into their tanks, they run. Well, run. Fish equivalent of run. Swim. So they swim away from me. And I'm just like, okay, daddy loves you. So, until our next how to do. Until then, you know it. Big bang explosion! Yay!